Good afternoon, beautiful people. Today we are diving into Governor Gretchen Whitmer's latest controversy, her months-long delay in calling a special election for Michigan's 35th Senate District. This isn't just about one vacant seat, it's about power, transparency, and the manipulation of democratic norms. We'll look at the facts, her history of scandals, and what this means for Michigan moving forward. Welcome to Nellie Miranda. On August 29th, after more than 8 months of silence, Whitmer finally called a special election for Michigan's 35th Senate District. The primary will be on February 3rd, 2026. The general election, not until May 5th, 2026. That's nearly a year and a half without representation for about 270,000 Michiganders. Imagine paying taxes and having no voice in your state Senate for over a year. Republicans and even some Democrats have called it outrageous. Words like staggering, disrespectful, and a denial of democratic rights are being used. And now a lawsuit is forcing the governor to justify her delay. The Court of Claims gave her 10 days to respond. A hearing is already scheduled for mid-September. Take a look at this clip from ABC 12.
A new lawsuit filed is demanding a special election be scheduled for Michigan's 35th Senate District seat, which has had no representation since January. The seat covering Saginaw, Midland, and Bay counties was vacated when Kristen McDonald-Rivet joined Congress. The suit asks the Michigan Court of Claims to compel Governor Gretchen Whitmer to act, arguing her failure violates the state constitution, and seeks a court order requiring action within 7 days, a declaratory judgment, and an injunction to schedule the election as soon as possible.
This was not a scheduling issue. I think this is political maneuvering, plain and simple, because that seat preserved a razor-thin 19-18 Democrat majority in the Senate, letting Whitmer and her allies push their agenda without opposition. It's always about power and not about the people. So what's really on the line here? With the House already in Republican hands, flipping this Senate seat could change everything. A GOP win would tie the Senate 19-19, giving Republicans leverage to slow or even stop Whitmer's lame duck agenda. Some Democrats argue the delay was about logistics. But come on, the courts, the legislature, and the voters all know better. This is the same governor who talked endlessly about protecting democracy, but here she is denying a whole district their vote for almost a year. And residents are clear this isn't the first time that Governor Whitmer has played politics with people's lives. Remember her harsh COVID lockdowns? Families could not hold funerals. Small businesses shut down forever, and kids lost years of education. But what was Whitmer doing? Sneaking off to Florida and attending maskless gatherings?
Well, Devin, the governor spent a lot of time asking Michiganders not to go on spring break, particularly in Florida. But if you did go, she said, if you must do it, you should follow the MDHHS guidelines. Now, remember that these were guidelines, suggestions. It wasn't an executive order. But when we look back at her trip to Florida, we discovered the governor didn't follow the guidelines. It took the governor's office a couple of months to confirm it, but she indeed flew from Lansing to West Palm Beach in a private jet on March 12th, spent the weekend with her father, and headed back to Lansing on March 15th. Just days before, on February 22nd, the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services released this out-of-state safe travel guidance. Get tested with a PCR viral test 1 to 3 days before you travel.
Or how about her administration's nursing home policies? Elderly Michiganders died in isolation while the state stonewalled any attempt at accountability. And then there's the contract scandal, the multi-million-dollar no-bid deals handed to Democrat-aligned firms during the pandemic. Watch.
A long-simmering scandal is coming to a boil in Lansing, leading to raids, a criminal investigation, and questions over a connected contributor. At the center of the outrage is a longtime donor of Governor Gretchen Whitmer, who took in millions of dollars through an earmark put into the state budget. It was supposed to bring international businesses into Michigan, but never did.
To say I'm very disappointed would be really not nearly strong enough language.
Now, lawmakers from both parties are asking what role the governor's office may have played in helping to connect an influential donor with money she's accused of misspending.
For years, Whitmer has operated with one set of rules for her and another for the people of Michigan. And yet, here's the surprising part. Despite all of that, Whitmer's approval ratings have been climbing. Back in May, some polls had her at 63% approval, thanks to what the media dubbed a Trump bump. Why? Because she cooperated with the Trump administration on infrastructure projects and defense manufacturing. Even some conservatives respected that pragmatism, but let's be clear. Higher approval ratings don't erase poor leadership. They do not fix the damage of shuttered businesses, the erosion of trust, or the feeling among many Michiganders that their governor does not serve them. Whitmer's delay is part of a disturbing trend we're seeing across blue states, abusing discretion to tilt the playing field, limiting accountability by delaying representation, and weaponizing timing to keep power. This is not democracy, it's manipulation. Voters must demand accountability. No governor should be able to leave a seat empty for this long, period. Next, transparency, because the people deserve straight answers and clear explanations, not excuses or political spin. Michigan lawmakers also need to step up with real reform, setting firm deadlines for special elections so no future governor can play games with your representation. And finally, voter power, because when election season rolls around, remember this delay. Politicians who treat voters like pawns do not deserve another term. At the end of the day, this special election delay shows us exactly what we've come to expect from Gretchen Whitmer. Political ambition first, people second, and until Michiganders demand better, this cycle of manipulation and excuses will keep repeating. But what do you think? Is this just bureaucratic delay or an outright power grab? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if honest commentary brings you value, please make sure you like and subscribe, as it really helps support the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.